Some of the most impressive children come from homes where the parents barely seem to push at all. No cram school, no nightly homework battles, and yet the kids grow into confident, self-directed learners. The idea behind this is called strategic hands-off parenting, and the key word is strategic. Leaving a child alone is not the same as neglect. Done with a plan, it can teach a child to think, decide, and act entirely on their own. The author who developed this approach raised 3 children this way, without ever once telling them to study, and each of them found their own path far beyond what their parents had imagined. She has since spoken with thousands of mothers, and many of their families have seen the same results. So the first thing to know is that this is not a special talent. Almost any parent can do it. To start, there are 2 roles a parent should try not to play. The first is the commander. The commander watches the child closely, gives orders for everything, and when the child fails, says, "See, that is what happens when you do not listen." The second is the maid. The maid reads the child's every mood and need, and quietly does everything for them before they even ask. Both feel like love, but both backfire. When a parent controls or overserves, the child slowly loses the ability to think for themselves. The healthier path is to step back and watch over the child as a whole person, trusting that they can learn to steer. Before any test scores or results can appear, a child needs a foundation. Think of 4 things: curiosity, motivation, the ability to think, and a trusting relationship with their parents. When those are solid, a child begins on their own to say, "I want to try this." When the foundation is shaky, no amount of drilling will make it stick. So the goal is not to chase the top of the mountain first, it is to build the base. From there, a few simple methods help. The first is what you might call 40 to 70 thinking. Parents often strain to make a child understand something 100%, but young children live in the here and now, and warnings about next year rarely land. Explaining just 40 to 70% is enough. Leave the rest for the child to wonder about, and this applies to parents too. You do not have to be a perfect parent. If you manage 40 to 70%, that is plenty. Chase perfection, and you will only wear yourself out, and children can feel it when you do. The second method is to use your quiet influence. A parent's words carry enormous weight. When one child complained that the watermelon tasted strange, her father simply said, "This is delicious," and she happily ate it. So instead of lecturing a child about why reading matters, let them catch you enjoying a book, saying, "Wow, this is interesting." Children copy what they see far more than what they are told. The third method is to hand real independence to the child. Rather than dragging them awake every morning, let them choose their own alarm clock and wake themselves. If it fails, add another clock or plan a new strategy together. On days off, do not rush them to eat. When they are hungry, they will eat. Control a child too tightly, and they can lose touch with even their own body's signals. The home itself can do a lot of the work. Scatter small, cheap learning items where they will simply be seen. A waterproof map or a science poster in the bath and the toilet, places everyone visits every day, works wonders. Slip an interesting book onto a shelf without a word about reading it. The trick then is not to quiz the child. Instead, let the child quiz you and pretend to be stumped. Children love catching a parent who cannot answer, and that delight quietly pulls them into learning. When a child bites on a topic, follow it. One nice tool is a plain notebook and a red pen, used for about 1 minute per year of the child's age. Ask a small question about something they love, then reward every answer with a big circle and honest praise. Starting from what they already like, children show astonishing focus, and reading and arithmetic slowly become tools for going deeper. And beneath all of it lies one final, larger truth. None of these methods work if the parent is drowning in worry. The real foundation is a parent who is at ease. So let go of just one must today. Ready-made food one night a week is fine. Making life lighter for yourself is not cutting corners. A calm, contented parent is the very thing that lets a child feel safe enough to learn.